Hey, what's up guys, welcome to another tutorial of PHP and MySQL series, and from this video to onward we are going to learn about MySQL database. We will learn that what is database, why we use databases, how our application is incomplete without database. So we will learn about MySQL without any delay. Let's start. In this video I will just give you the introduction to our database. So suppose this is our server. Here I will type server, and let's suppose that this is our laptop. When you log in on any website, suppose Facebook, and Facebook asks you to sign up. Before login, it asks you to register your account. So what you do, you provide your credentials like your gender, your name, your phone number, etc. You provide your information, and that information is sent to the server. On server, suppose we have learned PHP. PHP receives that data from your laptop, and then PHP validate that data. We know that we already have learned about validation in the previous video. So PHP will validate that data, and after this PHP have a database in its backend. So let me create database. So here I have just created a dummy picture of database. You can suppose that this is your database. PHP have database in the backend. Let me type here database. And what PHP do, what Facebook will be do, or any website in the place of Facebook, what that website will do, that will store your information inside your database. Maybe suppose you have a name like FineGap and some phone number. That information will be stored in your database, and when maybe after a month or when you will log in again, this server will again get login credentials like your username or password. That password and username will be matched with the database, with the information that server will already stored in this. Suppose at sign up you provide a username like admin and a password like 123. This is a just dummy password, and when you log in, you send your login credentials like your username and password, and we know that that information will already be stored in our database because you already have signed up or registered on that specific website. So that login credential will be matched with this information. If this information will be matched, server will recognize that you are a authenticated user, and it will provide you the login access. So that's where database use. Suppose you search a video or YouTube, that video and that video title, how many people like that video, how many people comment on that video, that information is stored inside our database. So MySQL is one of the most powerful database in the world. Big companies like Google and other companies are also use this database. You can also search here, like let me type here which companies use MySQL as a database. So here you can see that Uber, Airbnb, Pinterest, Shopify, Netflix, Twitter, Amazon, Udemy. So these are the companies that are using MySQL as their backend. So now you can imagine that how much important this database is. So that was the theory. Let me teach you the practical. Here we have a tab, and we know that we already have installed the XAMPP on our computer. So what you have to do, you simply need to type here localhost /PhpMyAdmin, and when I will refresh this, you can see that your browser will provide you this type of interface, and we call this PhpMyAdmin, and this is admin panel provided by XAMPP, so you can interact with your database. So you can create tables, you can see your data that a user will insert inside the tables, and many much other operations. So this is the PhpMyAdmin, and here you can see that the databases that I have already created. And first of all, let me teach you that how we will create our database inside our PhpMyAdmin, because to use that database, first of all we need to create that database. So here you can see that we have a button like new. You just have to click on this, and PHP will show you this interface. you simply have to type your database name here, like find gap. I have typed here find gap, and when I will click on this create button on the right side, here you can see that on the left side it has created in our database. Basically now you can see that it is asking me to create a new table. MySQL store data inside the tables. As you know, maybe I know that you are familiar with Google Sheet and Microsoft Excel, like sheet dot new. If I press here, and you can see that here we have simple cells. You can also call this a table. We can, as we can store data inside this table, like maybe ID or name of the student, father name, or maybe like CNIC and other information like this. And similarly we will store the information of the first student like Fahim and his father name, similarly a CNIC, and similarly we will store an other student. You can see that I just have typed here dummy username here. So in this case we know that this is a table and we are storing information inside this. Similarly, inside our databases we can create multiple tables and we can store information in that tables. In the next video we will also learn how we create new tables. So currently you just have to practice, you just have need to understand that how we can access our PHP MyAdmin and what is the concept of database. If you not have understand yet, I recommend you to do your research from YouTube, Google, AI tools like ChatGPT and Bard, and try to understand that what database actually is. So see, I will see you in the next video, and in the next video we will learn how to create new tables. And finally, thanks for watching.